Welcome to East High School for a High School Rewind Game of the Week. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. Our matchup, the East High Leopards and the West High Panthers. Welcome, everybody. It's the beginning of spring, although it feels like winter. And Dane, two teams are playing extremely well coming into the year, or actually into region play. East 2-0 in region, tied for first with Skyline, taking on the West Panthers 1-1. But when you look at these two teams, Dane, they're very, very even.
You know, it's a fun matchup. This is a great rivalry, been around for years, Dusty, and now in the same region. You know, they've both played that pair of region games. You mentioned that. East has defeated Murray and Highland, both at 0-2 in region. West had a nice victory, coming off a nice victory over Murray. Lost in double overtime to the Skyline Eagles, the other undefeated team here in Region 6. I think we're going to learn a lot about the East Leopards here today in going up against a West team that very easily could have won that game against Skyline, shown that they deserve to be near the top of the region. And for East, this is really their chance to prove that, you know, even though they beat the teams that are near the bottom of the region, that they are also a Region 6 contender.
You look at the West High Panthers, I mean, the goals, they aren't exactly handed out evenly, although unless you look at one part of it, but it is Hector Lazareno, who is the leader for the Panthers.
Yeah, had the lone goal in that 1-0 victory over Murray earlier this week. And Lazareno, just a sophomore, but he has been a fantastic piece for these West Panthers, and he's going to be a real key factor, someone that East is going to have to make sure they mark and mark well.
Well, you can speak as well to anybody about East. You've been able to see them a lot this year, but not a lot of goals scored. You got Jiba and Newberger, who are the top of the goal scorers for the Leopards.
It's really interesting. You look at Ryan Jiba, he's only been playing here in region, was a little late to the team, had to get healthy, get things right for region play, and Jiba, man, he has been on a tear. 2 starts and 4 goals for Ryan Jiba. He has been fantastic. After that, Dusty, you mentioned a lot of guys, a lot of depth, but maybe not, you know, a lot of, I don't want to say scoring power, but they've got, 6, 7 guys at 2 goals apiece. I mean, they've shown they've got a roster that they're all pretty talented at putting it in the back of the net, and one of the leading scoring goals in Region 6.
And Jiba tried to get away with one there. Pardon me, that was Moya, pardon me. Those you don't know, Dane is the soccer aficionado between the two of us, so bear with me as we get ready here.
And by aficionado, he watches like 5 games a year.
Scalino sends that one ahead as Bodner has to hang on. And that one would be 3 points in the fall, but it is over the net, and we'll go back the other way with West. But I want to remind you, we got our spring coverage started. We'll have videos out this week talking about, obviously, boys soccer. We wouldn't come do a game and not talk about it. But boys soccer, we got softball and baseball whenever it stops snowing and decides to be more like Wednesday and be a balmy 70 degrees.
You know, Dusty, that last opportunity for East, a nice job by Molina on the far side. Left one for Holbert. Nice one-timer, but he sailed it high. This East offense, Dusty, it's dynamic. I mean, they create a lot of scoring opportunities. Had a 5-1 win earlier this week against Highland. That game very easily could have had 8+ goals in that, had 5 or 6 shots that hit off the post. They create a lot of shots, especially with Jiba on the pitch.
A little too strong of a touch there, and we'll quickly go right back into play with the East Leopards. The team last year lost a heartbreaker in the state championship match against Alta, and this year certainly want to avenge that loss and get things going. And it'll be interesting to watch, Dane. You talk about in region, Skyline, they're probably one of the hottest teams, if not the hottest team in 5A at the moment.
You mentioned we're going to start our spring coverage. We're going to come out with our first top 5, Dusty, our first power rankings. And Skyline is set up to do quite well in that early region Power 5 here on Deseret News Rewind.
Stick around midfield. Nice handling there by Hammond. Or pardon me, that is Jiba, Ryan Jiba. But now in control with the Panthers. A little slow to get started here.
One of the things that to me was going to be real interesting is what happens in the midfield of this match. For East, so important to control that. And some of the goals they've given up have been off turnovers in that midfield, have gotten down, ended up in the back of the net. They've got to be strong defensively as they start to play against the Wests and the Olympuses.
Leaves that one ahead. Nice touch, but it's eaten up. Nothing doing to get through Pena. And Pena quickly clears it out, and here come the Panthers.
Nice confident save there by Pena. Fantastic job. Coming around the end, tried to center it to Skinlow, but the keep there for West, able to keep it clean here early on.
And Moya could not get it past him. And again, that ball goes out, and it'll be controlled by the Panthers. 36 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. I'm not good enough to say in the third minute as of yet. My brain doesn't work that way.
We'll get there. We'll get you there.
Almost said in the 36th minute, but that isn't true. So,
man, how time flies, huh?
a lot of contact, no card, nothing.
You know, one of the things that will be interesting in this particular match, Dusty, only 2 officials. So we don't have a center. So we've got 2 that are kind of manning the lines on each end of the field, and that certainly has the potential to be impactful for both of these teams here today.
Nice job on the midfield there by West. As it looked like East might be able to get away, but now we do have an infraction that will go against. Yeah, it goes against East. Yeah, everybody was moving right. I'm like, wait, am I wrong? Like, so it was against East. Quick touch in, and here come the Panthers. Perry give it up on the far side. Now again, try to get a little centerpiece there, and nothing happening. Here comes a cross, and nobody home for West on the backside to get a nice shot on that play. Max Bingham try to fit one through, but off the defense.
Nice job by Nava in net today for the Leopards. Has been good here this last minute or so as West has tried to create scoring opportunities.
Nice defense is Max Bingham. Not going to be able to get that shot on goal as we had a whistle before. They're going against the West Panthers. There's a delayed whistle there. I'll try not to bang on the soccer officials. Especially when you're covering 120 yards worth of real estate here between 2 guys.
You know, I like soccer, but it's one of those things where, to me, it's like if there's an adjustment, let's help the officials out, huh? It is hard, in my opinion, to cover an entire area larger than a football field, one man having to roam and watch 22 guys. It's a tough task for a center.
So throw in with East as they have dominated possession here in the early moments of this game. Now into the 7th minute. I'll have Dane check me every time I say something like that. But again, nice job on the midfield for East, but can't keep it in play, and we'll go right back and throw in with the Panthers.
Well, Lena nearly able to take that away on that far line. Would have been a nice play.
And again, that far side is they've just inched their way into Leopard territory with throw-ins and the ball going out of bounds.
You know, to speak your language, Dusty, it's almost like running plays right there. Just kind of chipping your way down the field, right?
A cloud of dust, yeah. Bo Schimbeckler would be very proud of that.
Yeah.
Or was it Woody Hayes? Oh, they hated each other anyway. So
I think it was Bo, wasn't it?
Woody would have said Bo stole it from him. So
That's true.
I mean, that's like almost as again infraction they're going to be holding there on West. It's like, is it from Pele or is it from Beckham? Trying to put it in comparison here. Not that they were rivals, about 30 years apart from each other. Moya ahead to Jiba. That was nice defense there, coming from behind there by Silva.
Great takeaway by Jiba.
Bring near side. Here comes Moya looking for another shot on goal. Cross into the box. And East not going to be able to get a great look. Again, the Panthers have come up nicely here. That was Ochoa Mendoza able to clear that one out.
Nice job by West, really closing down, not allowing the shot from Jiba. We mentioned his 4 goals, a lot of them, Dusty, coming from 15, 20 yards out. You got to make sure that you're aware of number 10 at all times when he's down in that offensive third.
Well, it was a nice tackle there by Alejandro Silva, but really turned into nothing as East will throw in on the far side. or probably West will throw in on the far side.
They're on the east end of the field, the West bench on the east end. I don't get it.
But yet West throwing in.
Yeah. It's directionally challenged here today.
Punch drunk and not even 9 minutes in.
It is a Friday.
And a paycheck Friday, no less. And Friday the 13th.
Omens, huh?
No. Once again, tell me if I've said it, throw in here with West on that far side. Pimentel, but that one goes out again off of East. So the midfield has been really tough from the Leopards for West to be able to get anything in. There's a swing and a miss on that one, but it will be throw in with the Leopards. Hard to see that little line some 85 yards away.
Right.
Again, that just changing the field position. Instead of was ahead, but Perez comes out to clean that one up.
Flores trying to put on a run for the East Leopards, and that ball well out in front of him. Flores, very familiar with this field, Dusty, huh? He usually is trying to shoot over the crossbar.
Quickly, here comes Silva. Alejandro, nice pass into the box. But nothing doing there as that ball was gobbled up by Julio Nava. Normally wearing the double twos, but now 19 wearing the green.
A nice job by Nava. We've seen a couple of plays by him, feeling confident back there as the keep for East.
Jiva couldn't quite dribble that one through. As Espita able to come away with that one. Nice piece in the head, but backfield there for East. Is that one nearly got over the top? And see, we had a lot of contact, and it'll be, I think we're going to have a free kick here, Dane, with West.
Well, if it's in the box, it's going to be a penalty, but no, you're right. Player's still down, and certainly high contact there as West was trying to get a shot off on net. Not able to make the save.
We'll start our injury time. We'll step aside as I come check him out. Rolling clock. We're at 28:50. Good to see the West player up on his feet. And Dane trying to explain this, not necessarily a penalty, but an indirect here for, no, actually line up for the PK.
Nope, it's not
No?
a PK. It is an indirect free. So the PK would be straight on from 12,
Okay.
one-on-one. This being an indirect kick, hence the wall by East. You also see marking guys at the post trying to help out Nava. So West can't score off the initial touch. It's got to touch someone either on West or on East before it could go through the net and count as a goal. So you're likely going to see a touch here. You see the man right next to the ball. Touch it. You could see Seven come up and try to throw a kick on frame if he's able to get it through the ball or through the wall. This likely a scenario where the official just deems not excessive contact, but enough to generate a kick scenario for West.
Martin Pimentel will get a touch. Nice job of coming up and getting the stop there for East. Didn't grab the number before he came flying out.
Might have been Molina. I think he came off the post, Dusty.
And he certainly did. And now the save to Nava.
I think it was Max Bingman who might have been hurt for West. He was able to walk off, but still being attended to on that far sideline. But a big stand by East defensively to keep this thing at zeros here in the 14th.
Nice job of the backfield. The East come up and get the defense there. Or probably West. Espita send that one ahead. And Nava come up to gobble that one up as they were trying to send that one ahead to Lazareno. As Hector, the leading goal scorer, we talked about him before, 6 goals on the season.
This East back line, Dusty, so good. With Dylan Rodriguez, Sile Cardenas, they do a phenomenal job, and that time really trying to pinch down on Lazareno and take away that ball over the top.
Here comes Lazareno coming right at Nava, and Nava puts that one right on his own player's chin. And we're going to have an injury time here as well as we're in the 15th minute here in the first half. It was Alec Hammond. Took that one hard. Tell me football is the only sport that injures you like that.
Right? Alec, boy, took that staying in here and wearing the captain's band today for East. We mentioned the rivalry between these two teams, Dusty, and we've already seen a number of physical plays. The game was very similar to this last year. West won that match. Trying to do so again here today on the road in the first of two between these two teams in Region 6.
Free kick from the 12, or probably from the 7-yard line, that is. 17 away from the front of the post. Curves that one in, and Nava with his third or fourth save thus far. Welcome sign for the East Leopards. Not the strongest of clears. Moya sent that one back, and
Spezia nearly took it away. You got to be quicker with the ball here against the Panthers.
Cardenas could not get that one going, but again, that midfield has been strong here in the first half for the Leopards. Is Jiba trying to dribble through? And that ball off the mark, looking for Hammond. So we'll throw in with West. It's been a while since we've set it. 23 and a half minutes remaining into the first half of the 16th minute. Try to get that one into Hector, and he couldn't get there. And they're going to call this last touch off of West. So it'll be a throw in with East. But we got substitutions. Kalani Mitchell and Edmundo Rodriguez coming on for East. We'll say a little easier just saying the Hispanic names than trying to come up with all the vowel sounds that we do in the football season.
Welcome to soccer, Dusty.
Nava sends that one ahead, but yeah, we had a hand touch there. Handball. And we'll quickly set up with East. Moya over down to Jiba. Jiba. Nice move. Near post and nothing doing.
You cannot give lanes for Ryan Jiba. And that time West tries to come inside and Jiba just runs right around the outside, does a fantastic job of getting a beautiful shot opportunity.
Corner kick here with Jiba. And cleared out by West. A lot of contact, nothing there. Send this one ahead. It's Mitchell trying to track it down. Nava came out to get a touch now out of the box. But West still on the attack, send it far side. Try to bring that one back in to Jesus Chavez, but didn't get a chance to. Bring it all the way back down for the throw-in for the Panthers.
You mentioned Nava coming out. That's one of those where maybe the inexperience, I actually thought that line had it taken care of. The back line did. Nava racing out and was able to get back quickly, back in the box before West could get a shot off.
And still, the ball's still in. I'm about ready to call it out. Is East able to track that one in? Jiba going ahead. And still hanging out in the middle of the field. West cannot get in control. And it's Skinlow tracking it down the corner, but he can't hold it.
Well, East so close there with numbers. Had Jiba as well as Newberger making runs in the box. Skinlow, that ball just maybe a yard too far beyond Jackson, unable to keep it in play.
So it'd be Perez. Or probably Pena. Eric Pena. Always feel bad when I get the names wrong. Start assuming things. There's There's Lazarano. Hector sending that one ahead. Number of touches. And now West maybe with a chance. But they have not been able to capitalize on kind of the minor opportunities they've had, Dane, here in the first half. As again, another opportunity to get inside the 20 to nothing really there.
Nice job by East collapsing down, not really giving up any real clean shooting lanes.
Here comes possibly an opportunity, but cannot keep his feet, and now a whistle. Max Bingham hit the deck inside the box. And a PK opportunity here, Dane.
It's one of those I would have loved to have seen a replay on.
Didn't look like a lot there.
Yeah, I thought that was maybe a little bit of a sales job by Bingham, but draws the whistle, an opportunity here from 12.
Bingham versus Nava. Here we go. And there's a goal. Max Bingham puts the Panthers on the board. #21st minute in the first half gets on the board.
You know, when you're given opportunities, Dusty, you got to take advantage of them. And that time, Max Bingham able to do so from 12 yards out. The PK able to get it past Nava, and the Panthers with the lead here on the road in the first half.
And really a half control by East, Dane. I mean, a number of opportunities. They've controlled possession. The field's been slanted. You take out the last couple of minutes. It's almost as slanted as the far sidelines, or far stands as we were looking at our camera there, leaning toward the right. Nothing?
Well, I didn't pack my level, so I was trying to judge with a little bubble, and I couldn't.
I brought a level. His name's Vince Francis, and he sets up our cameras, and we're looking at it. He's like, look at it. It's even here, but not over there. And I would quote Wayne's World, but I don't think most of our audience would get it. It's a paradox. It's a haiku.
I don't remember that part.
Oh. It looks like we're looking at Wayne's basement, but that's not Wayne's basement. Isn't that weird? So, anyway, back to action. West looking for a second. And there it is. Oh, off the bar. An absolute rocket from Alejandro Silva.
Well, it was set up so beautifully, Dusty. Did a nice job of bringing the ball along that goal line, centering pass, and trying to send it high. Not a bad idea, but too tall. And it remains 1-0 as, boy, West really starting to have some success here.
Bingham giving chase. A nice job of getting that one out of play. Set of Cardenas. So throw in with Alvarez Areza. Hector making a number of moves, but nice defense there from the Leopards. And then now an infraction will go back the other way with East. Try to get that one out to Jiba. But nice defense from West. Maybe an opportunity coming up. Dane, your thoughts what we've seen thus far? 15:35 remaining in the first.
Well, you know, I think West is starting to flex their muscle a little bit. And we've seen them be able to possess down in that last third. Some good ball movement have led to opportunities. One, obviously, the PK. The other, most recently, off the football crossbar. But, you know, if you're East, I think you got to do a better job of possessing and really trying to find possession in the midfield, allow your forwards up, get them the ball. We have seen this type of scenario a lot as of late. West able to operate as we've got another injury here. This is Lazarino.
Yeah, Lazarino took one to the head there, a little head-to-head contact, and we'll step aside. 14:40 on a rolling clock here in the first half. So Lazarino coming off near side, and Dane, if he's not able to return to this match, that is a major advantage. Or I shouldn't say just an advantage, but a loss for West.
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a blow. He's not even going to go to the West bench. He's coming over near side, going to be looked at the training table. And for the Panthers, you hope that he's going to be okay, but not quite sure. They'll have a look at him. In fact, he's still going. They're not even going to look at him at the training table. So not a good sign for West. You hope that he'll be okay. Obviously, they have that 1-goal lead, playing free and loose, but maybe with their leading scorer, that's maybe the only bit that sues a little bit. But, yeah, he's going to be out for a bit.
Well, not only that, Dane, I mean, he's an obvious mismatch. He's a big boy.
He is. And we've seen a little bit here, even though he didn't get the goal. But he's done a nice job. He almost reminds me of a Matthew Barker from East last year. Some good size to him, will body up, use that to create runs and opportunities. And that weapon, now for the time being, not accessible for the Panthers.
And a lot of contact and nothing there on the tackle. But now East hands it right back.
Well, I thought the first one was all ball, and then maybe a shoulder over on Mitchell there.
West just could not handle it clearly here inside the box of the last opportunity. Martin Pimentel trapped along the back of the end zone. And now East able to clear it out. Missed opportunity for West, and see if East can capitalize.
Boy, another chance where they get that ball in the corner and a centering pass right to the middle of the goal. East able to defend it. It nearly ended in the back of the net just a couple minutes ago, and it's a play that West has used a couple times to great success.
Fletcher's head can get through. And here comes West. Oh, nice touch there, and here comes Espida. How about the fancy touch there from Alejandro Silva?
You can see West so quick to get up on runs. A lot of speed as Jiba can't keep that ball in play.
So throw in with Areza. There's Bingham again making a run. But Nava, I mean, for the most part, I mean, he had a PK, for heaven's sakes, is the goal.
Right.
With Bingham, but Nava's actually done a pretty decent job here.
I think he's been fantastic. To me, it's you don't quite know what you're going to get with him in net. Normally a midfielder, Dusty, but he has been really good. He's made saves when he's needed to. I think his position has been well. Hard to fault a guy who hasn't started in goal for giving up a goal on a PK.
Missed opportunity there. Espida. As Pimentel sends back out wide. And again, trying to track that ball down the corner. We're going to stay, and it'll be corner kick here for the Panthers.
I think it'll be a throw-in. I think Mitchell might have beat that ball out. Recognizing the opportunity for a corner or a throw-in, and Mitchell was able to play that ball out before it got through the flag.
Dane with the novelties of the flag working over there. I was just trying to land a plane. Here comes Jiba. And we'll stay with the East. Again, we'll have plenty of injury time to throw on here. We got 8:50 in a rolling clock. Two big injuries in the first half here for West. That's going to put some time back.
Yeah, probably going to. I would say a good 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time at least.
But East unable to. I mean, it's been a while, Dane. When we talk about early on, it was controlled by the Panthers, had some opportunities, couldn't get anything through, and it's been a while since we've had the ball in the West zone. There comes a possible opportunity.
Here it comes, Dusty.
Skindle giving a run. Able to keep in control. See if he can center it here.
Boy, that high, hard for Fletcher to bring down, and you see West collapsing down defensively. Nice job recovering.
Here comes the center.
He can shoot from there.
And a missed pass there. Try to work it back over to Newberger, but missed opportunity there from the Panthers. Or pardon me,
The Leopards.
the Leopards.
You're good. They're both cats.
Directionals and cats. I mean, it's. I'm trying to remember what South was. I was going to talk about
The
that
Cubs,
later.
right?
It was the Cubs. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now known as Salt Lake Community College, Salt Lake Inner City. Metro, I think is what they call it, right? And will stay with the Panthers. Still have not seen Hector come back from after getting looked at there. I don't know if they'll let Lazareno back in this match, but if it were football, he would not be back.
Well, and to me, the fact that he went straight to the locker room is maybe indicative of the seriousness of the injury on the play. And yeah, I'm with you. I don't know if we'll see Lazareno back. You know, one of the things that West has done a really nice job of, Dusty, is they've really taken away Jiba in this match. I mean, he's a guy that we've talked about has created a lot of opportunities, and he just hasn't been able to create much today.
It was a nice chance there from Bingham on that header, but they're going to call that on West, and we'll quickly go up the field with East. But again, the mid here, been a nice job in the second half here in the first 40 by the West midfield, Dane. Really gained control here.
Yeah, their spacing has been really good, Dusty. Great ball over.
Bingham with the pass. And nice job there by Nava. Getting that paw on that ball.
I mean, you see West just playing laterally with that back line and then banking on their speed on some of these through balls. And they've done a nice job of creating opportunities off of that. The forwards of the Panthers displaying that speed, and it's ending up in a corner here for West.
Junior Espita with the corner. It goes right through. And East able to get it out of the box.
Nava tried to punch that ball out, missed it a little bit. Nice job by East recovering and not allowing a shot. Is this ball over the top for Bingham?
And Bingham offside there, but Nava comes out to clear that one out, but it'll be a throw in here with the Panthers. Jesus Chavez loses the handle there. Quick up the field with East.
Good ball.
Vincent, nice pass here. Here comes Jiba.
Look out.
The equalizer goes off of the defender. And then he tries to head it back, but it's cleaned up by Pena.
I'm looking over to my statistician. Is it 3 of the 4 Jiba goals have been just like that, where he sets up with that left foot shot? And a nice job by West defensively to block it, not let it get through.
All I want him to do is go 1, 2, 3, triple deke. I mean,
No, Dusty. The Penguins don't play till 5 o'clock tonight.
as the world's longest tournament begins this evening.
Was it baseball playoffs already?
Yeah. Stanley Cup begins tonight. We're having an inner conversation here. No, I was joining you into it. I give a hard time about hockey because my two constituents are both big hockey guys, but I've yet to convert.
We'll get you.
Las Vegas might pull me over. Quickly, again, maybe an opportunity off the touch, but Alfaro able to break that one up. But sure, they make Jiba run down for the The word's still not coming to me. I was going to say it earlier.
Yeah, just taking time off the clock, right? Boy, Mitchell maybe had a chance to try to play that, thought he'd be able to catch up to it, and ends up in a West throw. And important final minutes here in this opening half for East. You mentioned the possession, particularly maybe in the last 20, 25 minutes by West. If East can get to the half, trailing here 1-0 off only that PK, it'd be a half that is worth or still eligible for salvaging.
And the second 20 have been owned by the boys of Gene Plaga. Nice job by East, able to regain control. We got about 37th minute, but again, as Dane mentioned earlier, easily 4 minutes going to be in stoppage time before we go to the half. And now a late whistle, and we'll go quick back to West.
I thought a decent play there by Hammond. Thought that was on the ball, but the center right there saw it differently.
Seemed nifty working there from Martin Pimentel. He sends it back. Here comes in the middle. That's where you're missing Hector. Lazareno probably able to chest that ball. 3 players hit the deck. We chased it down here near side. East able to keep it in play.
It's a nice job by Scout Fletcher, able to read that, break it up, and then able to recover to help create the possession back for the Leopards.
Yeah, Skinlow able to keep possession.
So no more time updates here in the first half through our 38th. As we've talked about before, stoppage as well.
Jacob Vincent sends this one over. Here's Fletcher. So one last run here for East, and there it goes through. An opportunity, but all the way to Pena.
Boy, if that's Jiba, that's a chip and a goal for East. Flores just couldn't catch up to it. A misplay by the back line of West, and the Panthers fortunate that Pena was there and alert and ready.
Best chance of the half goes by the wayside for the Leopards. This Bingham gave chase and going to be throw-in for West. Nicely done by the East. Back in, but they're going to have a...
Linesman said that ball crossed out of play, so awarding the corner here for West. A couple of defenders were there and disagreed, but their opinions don't have the weight.
The men in blue.
Yeah.
So West in hurry-up mode here, trying to grab another. Bingham can't control it off the cross, cleared out by Scott Fletcher. Flores hoping to grab a fortuitous bounce, but there's a quick call on the stoppage, and that'll do it for the first half. 40 minutes in, it's the West Panthers 1, East Leopards 0. You're watching the Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week on DeseretNews.com. Well, welcome back to East High. Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. 1-0 the lead for West here in the second half of Region 6 battle. And West right out of the gates making a run at it. And a nice job by the back end of the defense for the Leopards, able to track that one down before Sandweiss could ever get a shot off. But the note, Dane, of the start of the second half is that no Hector Lazareno, the leading goal scorer. He went out with an injury in the first half, and we haven't seen him back.
Yeah, we mentioned big piece. I mean, for me, if I'm West, I'm keeping the foot on the pedal. But with their leading scorer out, maybe be a little more cautious, a little wise about how you elect to attack offensively. 6 goals on the season of their 20. So a big piece of that offense not on the pitch here in the second half for the Panthers.
He is near side, finally being the first time we've seen him back to the field at all since it happened. He knocked heads around midfield there late in the first half. As that ball had nowhere Nava did not get a good piece of that, and really a missed opportunity for that is Junior Espita. And
Yeah, and it was actually Cardenas who took the kick, one of the defenders, and normally very solid from 6 yards out, just sent it right to West. Fortunate there were the Leopards that it didn't come back to bite them.
He's had a couple of runs, especially right toward the end of the half, and missed opportunities gone by the wayside. About being able to get a shot on goal, as we'll throw in with the Leopards. Espita send that one ahead. He gets through. And again, nothing there. And he a shot on goal as Silva was called there, and go back with East.
But, you just see even on that time you have, I think it was like 4 or 5 Panthers just running up. And that ball carried long, unable to be kept in play. But, man, they are so quick on the attack. It's been something that I don't want to say that East wasn't prepared for, but it's been a differentiator.
Jiba tips this one ahead. And nice job of coming out of goal there by Pena.
How about some creative keeping right there by Pena? Knows probably not going to be able to catch it, so let's just punch it around. The quick bursting Jiba, able to play it to his back line to get the ball out of trouble.
Oh, nifty moves. Martin Pimentel. And nothing there. And now maybe a chance as Flores gives chase and able to get control. And then quickly loses it.
Boy, had Skinlow and Jiba on the play. Couldn't get it up to him.
And again, Scotty Holbert couldn't get control there, and we'll throw in with East. One thing we know, if you're going from right to left in this match, you'll be throwing in a lot on that far side. And tried to knock that one ahead, but there was not a Leopard there to receive, as Knox will get a throw in around the 12-yard line. Sizes this one up, far post and wide. Really didn't have a shot on the opportunity there, Dane, from Jacob Vincent.
30 yards out. It's a long one. It's into the wind, which there is a gust here left to right on your screen. But, if you're East, I mean, I don't mind it. It's not a bad series of thought to try to throw balls on frame. Try to get a deflection or something.
Vincent sends that one down as Pena comes out to get it in the box. They'll quickly throw ahead to Jesus Chavez and quickly on the move. Pimentel. And nice defense from East, I believe. We'll go straight down.
I got deflected. It was a great job by Moya racing back. Able to touch it, deflected off of the West defender. And
you got a keen eye there, Dane Stewart. I didn't see I thought it went off of East at first.
I eat my carrots every day for lunch. Got to stay sharp.
I learned something new. I didn't know carrots was an optical helper there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's great for the eyes. It's got vitamins and essentials and high in vitamin R, too, by the way.
There's an R?
Why not?
Who sends this one head up the alley, and Pena able to clean that one up off the hop.
Dusty, a lot of people don't catch that. You're sharp on a Friday afternoon. A lot of people are like, oh, yeah, vitamin R. Great for the kidneys.
Like a piece of iron. But we'll throw in with West. send that one to the box, but cleared out by the Leopards. Try to get that one ahead to Jiba, and there he is.
Just enough of a delay on that far side. Thrown in by Chavez. Jiba unable to get around him.
It was a nice job by Alfaro, able to come up and get that one away from Jiba. Now maybe a chance is Skinlow was cut off there on that play. And luckily did not give up a chippy there. Julio Nava with another save. Back some nifty moves here. Martin Pimentel. And it'll set right up. The bounce in favor. And we've almost hit every part of the goal post. We got right post, we got center post, and we see hit the left.
You know, you mentioned you want to see 1, 2, 3 triple deke. How about a little 3-bar, huh? For those Mighty Duck fans in the house. D2.
It was knuckle pucket. 27th minute. As Flores able to get now and over. Now maybe here comes a run from Badnar. And, or Bodnar, pardon me. That was, oh, you're telling me Martin Molina. There was a one in there. Again, another nice kick. You see the advantage in goal, Dane, on the foot, and really just inexperience on the other end here with Nava. He sends that one wide, and it'll be a throw in here with West.
Thought that ball went out. It did. East has done a much better job here to start this second half, Dusty, with possession, not giving up so much possession time to the Panthers.
Actually, you're right, and actually it's how the first half started.
Yeah.
So they can tilt this field back in their favor. Here's Moya. Try to touch it right back to him, and again, the midfield from West has done a great job since the first 20 back in the first half. Here's Hammond. Try to get that one through. Skinlow can't control it.
Nice job recovering there by Jackson.
Molina with a nifty touch. Here comes Skinlow trying to get the angle. He's cut off in the box. And we're going to have a PK. Same spot the West picked up their only goal. And we'll have a PK here with Skinlow.
Yeah, right now Pena petitioning, but when you get beat like that, Jackson Skinlow, a great job getting around the pressure. And then the contact bringing him down the center, even though he was 30 yards away. I thought that was the right call made. And an opportunity for the equalizer here in the 50th minute.
It'll be Jacob Vincent. Oh, he guessed right, and there's a block from Pena. Goes far post, and Pena able to take away one from Vincent.
Don't want to celebrate too early here. Still got to do defensive work.
And then Jiba now can have an opportunity.
Boy, great save by Pena. I mean, let's be honest, great save. You know, it's so hard. You're 12 yards away, and you're matched up, and a little bit of a paced attempt there from Vincent. Not sure if that allowed Pena a little extra time to get a feel or a read, but wonderful save to keep East scoreless.
Jiba was just wide of the box. Luckily for West. And now one too high. And we'll go back down the field with Well, we'll kick out here with West. That's going to be one Vincent's going to think about tonight, depending on where this game goes. He's going to think about that one.
Certainly had an opportunity.
Pena with a big boot. And Molina ever cleared out.
I was going to say, we mentioned back in that first half, right around the time when West scored, that soccer to me is about taking advantage of opportunities. And right now, 1 PK each way. West finished. East did not.
Wisely put. Hammond's pass, we got tipped a little bit there. And now here comes West, but nice job of coming back, Molina. This one gets to the top. We got offside. And I'll bring it back up, and it'll be Troll with East. Comes Alec Hammond. Oh, nice touch through. Skinlow got it through.
Pena's out of position.
Had a chance, settles it up, and there it is. Finds the back of the net, and the equalizer. Scott Holbert. Midfielder comes up big, Dane, and we're tied up at 1.
Boy, fantastic job. Mentioned that ball intended for Martin Flores, and does a fantastic job to beat out Pena, who had come out to play it. Flores able to send it back to Holbert in great positioning and able to get it past Pena before he could recover. Wonderful work by the Leopards to equalize in the 54th.
Inside of 26 and a half left. Nice defense, but man, that ball goes right back in the foot of Pimentel, and he goes far post and just missed that one. That kid is nifty.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with some of the forwards today of West. I mean, you talk about Pimentel. I think Aspicia has been really good as well. His quickness, obviously Bingham, who has the goal. This group up front for West, man, they are dynamic. And it's no wonder 6-1 on the season.
And again, that's without, everyone you just mentioned there is not even their lead goal scorer, and Hector Lazarino. And now we'll have a faction there going against West on the Alejandro Silva. Skinlow has that one off the legs of a defender. Now another opportunity from some 25 or probably 17 yards away. There's a rocket there from Holbert looking for his second goal.
Man, there are some welts today, huh? It's a chilly afternoon, and West stepping in front of all these shots. Great job to not let anything get through to there. Keep Pena.
Again, Pimentel. And it is up and it is good, but no points. Nice job by East, able to get control a little bit here, and Pena will send it right back down. We'll throw in with the Leopards.
Dusty, one of the things we talked about in the opening was East had 6 players scoring 2 goals on the season. Holbert, that was his second. That's now 7. 7 different ball players for East with 2 goals on the season.
Holbert fighting on that far sideline as he and Pimentel will throw in on that far side with East. And West able to get that one out. And right back down the field we go. Quick on the move. Espita. Martin Pimentel. Man, I was like trying to go behind the back with 3 defenders around you there. That was a nice touch there from Areza. Again, able to touch it ahead, and Pimentel That's not going to feel good. Pimentel is down, and not only that, it'll be a penalty against East. That was just kind of an awkward fall there.
Yeah, Cardenas trying to make the play on the ball, leg in the wrong position. You're right, certainly an awkward fall. Good to see that he's okay.
And now, might have had his arm around him, Scout Fletcher. Is really the quickness of Luis Espida, and also mentioned a couple times, Arturo Martin Pimentel. It's been impressive to watch.
Yeah, second opportunity here. The first one went right into the wall. See if West can get a different result.
And couldn't quite get the bend on that one. So again, Dane, that's what about the third opportunity for West here in the second half to really take the lead, but not only that, get up maybe even 2 goals, and it's gone by the wayside.
Yeah, some opportunities, Dusty, but really, I'm also going to say I think East has played pretty well defensively. I mean, you talk about the matchups and some of the players for West up front. Force them outside, don't give them good looks, and by and large, I would say that East defensively has been right there with them stride for stride.
Comes Molina. Nice hustle there by Alfaro. The East players furious. They thought there should be a card there.
Fletcher again, nice defensive play made there. He's really come on the last couple of matches for the Leopards. I think 42 really developing into a solid defender here, just the sophomore for East.
On the run once again. Espida centers that one up. Pimentel far post, and a nice, beautiful save there by Nava.
That's not easy. Fantastic shot. And Nava does a great job of tracking it the entire way, able to block it, recover. Nice job by the keep for East, Julio Nava.
Skinlow trying to work it with Molina there. Gets this one through to Bingham. Oh, nice defense. That was a clean pick if you've ever seen one.
Dylan Rodriguez so sure on that back line. I'm going to say one of the best defenders in the state.
Again, nifty handling by Alvarez Ariza. And it'll be East throw.
Still have, I think it might be Dylan is down off that last challenge. The center was there saying no whistle, and Dylan Rodriguez still down, going to get looked at.
There's actually Vincent down, Jacob Vincent still being attended to off the field just a little bit. We have some stoppage time we're going to be adding here during the 22nd minute here in the second half. Nice move by Chiba. Makes that look pretty easy.
Yeah.
As Hammond has that one knocked out of bounds by Bingham. Hammond, in any other sport, we're flying the other way down the field. Arturo working on that far side, and it will be a throw in with East. And again, kind of we saw earlier in this match, just kind of inching forward with throwing it along that far line. Chiba tried to get that one back, and again the midfield strong for the Panthers. Chiba tried to touch that one through. Nothing doing. We got a Panther down. Hanging out around the 23, probably the 33-yard line. And that's not a good sign if you're a West fan. Alejandro Silva limping off the field.
And Vincent having to be helped to the bench as well. So injuries mounting on both sides here in our second half.
Dylan Rodriguez going to get it's Hamigels in front. Rodriguez bending it through. There's the header. No. Came near post and nearly snuck it in.
Boy, that's a great attempt by Fletcher. Beautiful ball from Rodriguez, and Fletcher just wide, unmarked in the box. Fantastic job, and West very fortunate to not give that one up.
Fletcher hits that one out of bounds. We'll throw in with West around midfield. It's at the 25th minute now. Chiba could not keep that one, trying to dribble through the defense there. Size down one up. Rodriguez able to head it. Now a lot of contact, and there we go.
Wow, that's a pretty aggressive attack there. I'm surprised that we don't have more than just a kick here. Pretty aggressive play. Right over the back, pretty dangerous.
I believe that's Ochoa Mendoza, the defender there from West. And it was Molina slow to get up, but he is up and moving.
Might have been Edmundo Rodriguez.
I think you're right. Beneri got that ball picked up by Bingham, but East keeping control. Fletcher tried to flash in front, but it's Pimentel coming down that far side. Makes a nice move. Pimentel centered it up, and nobody home. And how about the last touch there? And Julio Nava able to clean that one up.
Tic-tac-toe, and Nava stops it. East, a couple of guys, friendly fire taking him out, and Nava up to the task.
Fletcher can't clear that one out. Now, Chiba sends that one ahead. Giving chase. How about Pena?
That's an aggressive play right there, coming all the way out.
Impressive touch. Here comes Pimentel. And now hitting the deck, and Arturo Martin Pimentel, he's riding in pain. Arturo Martin Pimentel is okay, but going off the field, it's Jesus Chavez, he was down on the far side. We had two Panthers down that, but an indirect here for West. Scored on a PK earlier. That was Bingham. Bingham comes in front. Here's Pimentel. And it's in! Pimentel looked off the touch. And the West Panthers claim a 2-1 lead.
Boy, what a shot. The wall set up, and Pimentel goes right around it. Nava, no shot.
How about the celebration?
It's a team huddle.
I mean, I was expecting the Icky Shuffle. It wasn't quite the...
Oh, I was busy marking my notes.
Oh.
I missed it.
I don't know what that move is. He wasn't flossing, I know that one.
It's from Fortnite.
Oh, a Fortnite. That's a new thing.
Yeah.
If it was Golf Clash, I'm all over it. But Fortnite, that's a new one to me. I'm glad we got youngins up here with us.
It helps,
Keeping
huh?
us relevant, yeah.
Yeah.
TVs and movies, I got it. But you're going to talk about Fortnite and stuff. I haven't quite caught up to that one. Inside the 29th minute. You guys throwing hands up everywhere. Here comes Skinlow. Bingham giving chase. Some contact, able to knock that ball loose. And cleared out by Nathan Fang. And now Julio Nava. There's a lot of pressure before that ball got kicked out.
You know, one of the things, Dusty, that we haven't talked about quite yet is just how good this Region 6 is. I mean, you look at Olympus, Skyline, Murray, West, East. One of those teams is not going to make the playoffs. Every game in this region, so important. Those 3 points.
Oh, Jiba. Got a shot. Jiba blocked! And then cleared out by West. Trying to send it back inside the box. Near side again, centered. The header! No!
Hit
and
the
another!
post.
Goes off the post, but how about the pressure from Eric Pena? Denies Jiba, and here he got his hand on that one.
Boy, what a response from East. Jiba with the chip shot. I would have loved him to really rock that one, but he's just trying to make sure he gets it on frame. Big save from Pena. And then the header from Jackson Skinlow. It's a beautiful ball, and whew. You know, last year this East team got a lot of goals off the corner. Can they get an opportunity here? Jiba going to come over to take it.
8:15 rolling, and we still have stoppage time. We'll be added to it. Vincent's still on the trainer's table. Jockeying for position inside the box, and Jiba, I don't think he got it right.
Well, he'll get a second opportunity if he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, he topped that one. I think he wanted to. Another shot at it here. Goes off the head, and now there's the clear. So how about Eric Pena?
Boy, he's been solid. Dusty, the save on the penalty kick, a couple of nice saves in the second half as East has really picked up the pressure. Pena's been solid today. 2.5 shutouts on the season.
And Pena Jr. for these junior keep here for the West Panthers. Skinlow brings it near side. Another opportunity here for East. And that's off the upright as Jiba right there for it.
Boy, Lopez scored the first goal of the year for East, if I recall correctly. And that time he's got a great look. Defender, man on quickly, trying to close out. But that's one Lopez would love to have another shot at.
And you see the difference. Here's Pena. Able to swap the field here. Espita could not get a foot on that one as Fletcher sends it across. Jiba, touch it. Here comes another chance.
Run from Skinlow in the box.
Skinlow, Jiba. No, Pena got the block, but it's going to crawl through, and it's an East High goal. The equalizer in a 33rd minute, and we're tied at 2.
Jiba. That guy shows up late, Dusty. Going back a couple of games, this East team was down 3-1 to Murray, and it was Ryan Jiba had 2 of the 3 East goals in the last 5 minutes to come back and win that game in regulation, and another late goal for Ryan Jiba, his 5th of the season, as the Leopards able to equalize.
Sometimes you just have to gut them out, and that's what East has had to do. As Bingham going to get a run. He's looking for his second goal. Comes near side, Rodriguez.
This one's not over. I just mentioned that Murray game. East can score in bunches. If you're West, you can't play for overtime here. You got to play for wins.
Send this one ahead, and not going to have any chance for Jiba to try to check that one down.
How about 5 goals in 3 matches for Ryan Jiba?
And you can tell he's just a different athlete out there.
He is a different player. I mean, it's yeah.
kind of the equivalent like Josie Altador, right? You just see that guy; he looks different. And here comes Bingham. Now Lopez. That was Christian Middleton, number 17, who came in. I guess I missed that sub. As Hammond maybe loafed that one just for a second, thinking it was going to go out of bounds.
I thought it did.
Sandweiss leaves it back. Fletcher able to come up and get in front of that one. He's still fighting. Here comes Jiba.
Nice shot by Newberger, able to poke that away.
Sandweiss giving chase. Jiba, nifty move. Now Jiba hits the deck. Nothing there on the contact. Oh, there in the middle had it.
I think that's a tackle from behind. Again, another one of those where I think very easily could have been carded and not seeing one.
3.5 left in regulation. We'll have some stoppage time. Some 25 yards away from the front of the post. Jiba. And Fletcher just could not get it, and that's going to stay with East.
Boy, that's a great play. Fletcher filling in that back lane, nearly able to get one. Instead, back to the flag.
Yeah, I think it is Jiba coming back for this corner. But I think it's Ryan Bingham down on one knee near midfield.
Holding his neck. Remember, he had contact, and it looked like it was contact up high in that first half. Don't recall seeing anything on him these last few minutes, but with it being cold and chilly, things can tighten up, and he's going to head off.
Jiba leaves that one long on the corner, and it'll be a West throw-in on the far side.
Wrapping up the 78th minute here. Will go to overtime if the score is still tied. Mentioned the only loss on the year for West in overtime.
So no more time updates. We're in the final, and we'll have some stoppage time. At least we should. Hammond tried to fit that one through the Lopez. It's Rodriguez tracking it down and sends it back to Nava. And he's got to be careful. And that.
So, you know, Dusty, one of the things that, we've talked about now with Bingham out, two of the real key forwards for West on the sideline. With this match in the closing minutes of regulation and potentially overtime.
Yeah, Hector Lazareno has not played in the second half. He got injured right at the end of the first half. And then you just mentioned Bingham leaving. Nifty on that far side, and it's going to be a throw-in with West. A lot of contact on the ball. And now, there's going to be on Fletcher.
Yeah.
And it'll be, I believe, Martin Pimentel that was one to draw that contact. Centers it up. Pimentel got a little bit of there, and here comes Lopez and Pimentel banging it around. And now that goes against West. It'll be free with the Leopards. They got to hurry up here. I imagine we're getting close to stoppage.
You never can tell, huh?
You never know. Just keep waiting for the man in blue. As Rodriguez puts a foot into that one. Can't climb the ladder to get it. Fletcher keeps it in play. One last shot here is Pena goes down for that one.
Boy, if he's able to get that ball up in the air, we've seen Jackson Skinlow able to win balls in the air in this second half. You maybe have an opportunity for East, but Fletcher unable to do so.
West trying to scramble here at the end of regulation. Quick whistle there.
I really like what Max Newberger has brought to the match in this second half. He has done a fantastic job of really pressuring, creating turnovers. Number 5 has been solid for the home squad.
And that'll do it for regulation. All tied at 2 in our Deseret News Rewind. Game of the week. 80 minutes couldn't decide it, so 2 10-minute overtimes if needed. Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart with you on a Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week. East and West tied at 2.
The directional battle of Region 6, Dusty.
The directional cat battle.
Yeah.
East is 2-0 in Region 6 play to start. West 1-1, lost in overtime to Sky, their second overtime game this week. And West, I'm not seeing Bingham out there. They're down probably their two best players. Arguably their two best players. Yeah. Hector Lazareno has not played in the second half, got injured on a head-to-head play. And then Bingham left right before the end of the regulation.
Yeah, he got hurt back in the first half, was able to come back on, had the PK, played through it a little bit, but in the end, too much for him.
So throw in with the Leopards. Here's Jiba, had that game-tying goal or play as Fletcher pressured and just able to get that one ahead. Another opportunity. Here comes Jiba. But that ball spins ahead to Eric Pena, who's had some spectacular plays in this match.
He's done a pretty good job really reading when to come out and make plays. Of course, one of those bit him. But he's stood up to the call for West.
As Hammond going to throw in here. They will send that one ahead, and Hammond, or pardon me, that was Lopez giving chase. I think Jiba, for a second, Jiba saw red for a moment. I mean, he was ready to take that one to pay dirt.
And I'm not sure if it was that or if he thought Holbert was going to be able to get back in time to make a play.
Here comes another opportunity.
Look out.
Newberger centers it up, and that one's picked off by Pena. And he quickly clears it out. Jesus Chavez, who left the game at the end of regulation, is back on. Leaves that one toward midfield as Areza couldn't keep it in. And it's Newberger.
Ball for Jiba.
Ryan Jiba, nice job by Pena. Came out and got it, and then able to send it out. Eric Pena. He's been aggressive, Dane, but it's worked.
We talk about the speed of West and their front line. How about the speed of Jiba and Pena? I mean, I feel sorry for that guy. These are tough decisions, deciding whether to come out or not. And, I mean, you're right, Dusty. By and large, he's done a really nice job of making the right one. But, man, you just never know with number 10 for East if that keep is going to beat him to the ball.
And they're saying throwing about around the 15-yard line.
Molina coming on here for Newberger, who gets a well-deserved rest. Talked about what number 5 has brought for East. Hard-played minutes by Max Newberger.
Fletcher heads it. Lopez trying to, or probably Molina trying to kick that one through. And that one goes off of Holbert. So we'll throw in with the Panthers. Pimentel. And then Fletcher, a little too much contact there. As Pimentel had cramping issues right before the end of the regulation as well, as he was stuck in the box. That was when both Pimentel and Jesus Chavez were both down.
See Pimentel, even though he's up, still trying to stretch that leg out, get loose.
Crazy thing is he knows it's just one weird step and all of a sudden that cramps back. So setting that one up, and the nice job by the defense to protect their rookie goaltender. Or goalkeeper, I should say. As Jiba, skin low, got a shot on and is eaten up by Pena. Did not get the best foot on that one.
Yeah, I think Skinlow would love to have another opportunity. Marked very well. Nice job by West defensively staying right with him. Tough angle to get a good shot on frame there from Skinlow.
We're getting close to the 10-minute mark. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Go here in the first overtime. Coming near side. Reza knocks that one out of play. We'll throw in here with Fletcher. Oh, nice move.
Chip. Tell you what, we talk about the games today. Newberger having a good one. How about Holbert? Had the first goal for East, and we've seen him in this overtime even, just the last 7 minutes here. Nice job on contesting, and that time a beautiful chip move to create the corner here for East.
It'll be Jiba. Touches it back to Jiba. And that one's a little tall and wide.
Boy, tough shot there for Jiba. I mean, that box so packed off the corner to try to get one through. Tough. Not a lot of lanes there. Try to go high with it. To borrow a phrase, too tall.
Just a bit outside. And now
Look
Jiba
out.
getting a chance. Tracks this one down. Nice move. And again off the mark.
Boy, that one could have been it. Dusty, he gets a open look in the box. Also had a chance to center to Skinlow potentially.
So inside of 2 minutes here in the first overtime is able to keep this one out. A lot of action here in midfield. Pimentel with a pin that one through. Now we'll have a traction, and Arturo Martin Pimentel is down around the 30-yard line. Jiba right with Pimentel, and that's off Jiba. Dangerous position to be in here for East, Dane.
Got to be sure defensively. They've been on the attack here in overtime. Got to make sure that with West maybe getting an opportunity here, real certain with your matchups and your positioning.
Since this one ahead is Flores is giving chase, and Flores, if he's just able to direct that toward the middle of the field, that gets interesting, but not really a shot there. And that'll do it for the first overtime. 90 minutes in, and we'll head to one more 10-minute frame. Tied at 2 on a Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week. Welcome back to Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart. Second overtime frame here between East and West. And Dane, 90 minutes didn't work, maybe after 100.
You know, we'll see. Mentioned the overtime game for West they lost this year was in double overtime to Skyline. Will the 100 be kinder to him in this match than it was just a week ago?
Molina give it up to Hammond. Able to keep it in. Hammond leaves it towards the center. Skinlow, or pardon me, that was Hubert. Holbert, pardon me. Holbert missed opportunity. I mean, that was golden.
Boy, Hammond, fantastic work. Holbert coming up. And I mentioned we talked about a similar play that West ran in the first half, trying to feed right in front of the post from that goal line. And that time Holbert just got underneath it too much.
Fang, nice defense there by Molina. They get that on Molina. As it'll be Ochoa Mendoza. Put this one back in play. Ball's hanging up there, and it'll stay in possession of the Panthers. Is quite the boot, but nothing doing. Be Rodriguez. Fang sends it to the far side. As Jiba heads that one out. Or pardon me, that is
Moya.
Moya, yeah. I haven't seen Moya a lot in the second half.
Yeah, I saw him running on the sideline. I'm not sure if he was a little tight or trying to establish some depth, but good to see 4 back on the pitch here for East.
Fletcher puts that one right in the foot of Jesus Chavez. Got a couple players out there playing a little gingerly.
It's been a physical match. We've seen players down at multiple points, and of course the cold and the weather being hot, cold. Can't make up its mind. Not helping in the early part of the region season here.
A man down, but back up on his feet for West. Flores, skin low, trying to send us ahead to Jiba. Ryan Jiba gets control. Jiba centers it. Left foot and blocked by Pena. Flores can track it back down and reset. As Jiba can't get to that one.
Boy, another nice setup. Big save there by Pena to keep play going here in our second overtime.
Here's Martin Pimentel, Arturo Martin Pimentel, working on the East defense since back out. Try to circle that one around. Here's Skinlow. Here's Ryan, don't call me Jeremy Jiba. Fletcher, back over to Moya. Says near side, here's Hammond. He set up a nice opportunity early. Try to set up the same play there. He just could not get the touch there from Molina.
Boy, Hammond did a nice job just keeping that ball in play. Had a lot of steam behind it.
Jiba, did we get to that one? Sends this one ahead. Here's Skinlow. Another chance. Pena got it initially, and it's a goal! Skinlow stayed alive and able to put it home. And East gets a 3-2 win in double overtime.
Wow. So much work on that play. Fantastic through ball from Jiba and Skinlow. Maybe took one extra touch, but able to stick with it and find a way to punch that ball in the 95th minute. And the East Leopards improved to 3-0 in region play.
What a finish. You got to feel terrible. Eric Pena came out, got his hands on it.
Yeah.
and that just took a East bounce, and Skinlow would just punch it home. Dan, your overall thoughts of this match?
Well, really interesting match. I said before we were going to learn about East and how good are they. Obviously coming in the number 1 scoring team in Region 6, but playing the 2 teams that were winless. Could they get a big win over a 1-loss team? And they did it. Playing Julio Nava, his first game in the box as the starting keep for East. He goes 95 minutes and Julio Nava picking up the win. It's good enough for us. He made some big saves, Dusty. No, he gave up a pair of goals, but his first start, Julio Nava, he's our man of the match.
Man of the match brought to you by University Federal Credit Union. See why it's better with University Federal Credit Union, ucreditu.com. For Vince Francis and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and watching a Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week. The East High Leopards 3 and the West Panthers 2. East improves to 3-0 in Region 6 play.